We Brits really do love a good insult, arguably even more than complaining about the weather or making fun of the French. Now, most of these insults are not exactly safe for work, but by some miracle, I did manage to remember 10 that weren't overtly sexual, sexist, racist, classist, homophobic, or, sweary. So, for example, the list goes on forever. So here we go. Hi, I'm Siobhan Thompson. This is Anglophenia, and try not to take this personally. Minger. This means that somebody's ugly or doing something that's disgusting. Gross is definitely the closest American equivalent. So, for example, maybe if you were a Liverpool supporter, one might say Wayne Rooney is a potato-headed minger who couldn't kick a ball if the World Cup depended on it. You can also say that an action is minging, like, oh, don't eat those potatoes out the rubbish bin, Wayne, that is minging. Pillock. This means idiot, specifically a very clumsy, forgetful kind of idiocy. Oh, you forgot your homework again. Brian, you are such a pillock. I know, miss, I'm sorry. Mardy. This is a word that's mostly used in the north of England to describe that very teenage type of sulky, aggressive moodiness. Ugh. Rachel locks herself right in her room as soon as she gets home from school. Gosh, is a mardy one. Tosser. This is the British equivalent to jerk and means the same thing. You know that thing. I know you know. Gannet. This means somebody who's being greedy, named after the seabird of the same name. 1 cake each, you gannets, I'm watching you. Wayne, stop eating those potatoes. Skiver. This refers to somebody who has skipped off from something that they were supposed to do. Mostly it refers to kids who skip school, but you can skive off pretty much any responsibility if you just put your mind to it. I cannot believe that you got out being Sarah's bridesmaid, you dirty skiver. Burk. This comes from the Cockney rhyming slang Berkshire Hunt, meaning a word that I am not allowed to say here. It means an unpleasant, boorish kind of person. Oh, I cannot believe that my boss gave me a verbal warning for being 5 minutes late, and he was ogling me the entire time. What a Burke. Barmy. This is a very gentle, affectionate way of calling someone crazy. Don't worry about all the crystals at my auntie's house, she's just a bit balmy. English cricket fans call themselves the Barmy Army because you do have to be a bit bonkers to want to watch a game that takes 4 days to play. Thick as 2 short planks. This is another term for idiot. What can I say? We value intelligence in my country. I keep catching Wayne eating potatoes out of the bin. He is as thick as 2 short planks, that boy. There are several other similes that are used in the same way. For example, thick as a brick, or as they say on Blackadder, thick as a whale omelette. People also say just thick as in, oh my goodness, he is thick as. This can also be used for almost every other insult. Crazy as, weird as, ugly as, and so on. And finally, yes, the 2-fingered salute. I often see Americans do this as the peace sign, but it is the British version of flipping the bird, albeit a lot softer. Oi! The story goes that it comes from when medieval English longbowmen were trouncing the French at battles such as Agincourt. The French would cut off the first 2 fingers of any captured archers so that they could no longer pull a bow. So the archers would make this sign on the battlefield as a way of telling the enemy, hey, I still have my 2 fingers and I'm gonna shoot you. This story is probably apocryphal, but like I said earlier, we really do love making fun of the French. What are your favorite British insults? Let us know in the comments without being a mardy tosser about it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And you can read more about this on the Anglophenia blog. Hey, click on that one. Yeah, that one's good. Come on, how much work do you really have to do? It's not procrastination if it's education.